Should you be using social selling or should you be cold calling? Hey, it's Anthony Iannarino of thesalesblog.com, right here, youtube.com/Iannarino, day 61, and author of The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need. And listen, there's a war going on right now, and you may not be aware of it if you haven't spent any time on LinkedIn looking at people who write and speak and think about sales. And there's two camps here. There's one camp that says you should only use the social tools for prospecting now. You should never pick up the phone and call anyone. You should never interrupt people at work. And you should never ever ask people for commitments, particularly to buy anything, because it's never be closing, always be connecting. That's what they say. Just connect and try to create value. Just connect and try to share information with the buyer. And when the buyer's ready, they'll raise their hand and tell you that they're ready. That's what one group says. The other group says, the phone is still an important tool. It's an important resource. And if you want speed to results, what you do is you pick up the phone and you call proactively targeted clients and you get an appointment so you can go in and get face-to-face and start developing an opportunity. They will also tell you to use the social tools. And the difference between these groups is the group that tells you that you should cold call also will tell you that you should get referrals. They'll also tell you you should go to networking events. They'll also tell you that you should go to conferences and trade shows. They'll tell you to use every single method available to you to prospect, because what you want is a balanced approach that specifically fits your business. The other group on the social selling side will tell you you can do a lot of things, but cold calling isn't one of them. And this is the major difference between these two groups. So who's right? It has to be the group that says you should cold call, and here's why. Cold calling is faster. It's still effective, and if you need to fill your calendar with appointments, you're going to do it far faster and far more effectively than on social selling. Social selling is a long game, and you should also be playing the long game at the same time, but you can't give up the phone, and you can't give up the speed to results that you need, that your company needs, and that your client needs, and that's the fastest way to do it. There really is no debate from any serious person in the business. Any serious person is going to tell you that you need to use every single method of prospecting available to you, because that's the best way to ensure you get the result. You don't know if the person's going to be at a conference. You don't know if they like LinkedIn. I personally won $1 million deal on LinkedIn, and I've gotten speaking gigs off of Twitter. So I know the power of content marketing. But it's tough for you to do that as a sales rep, because you can't generate 500 pieces of unique content a year and still get paid and keep your job, and I can, and that's the difference. A lot of you in this role need to do what you need to do to be able to build your pipeline. So if you're a young guy and you think, I don't ever want to cold call, you need to get past that fear, and you need to get comfortable with the phone, because it's faster, it's speed to results, and your confidence as a sales rep is going to go up immediately. And if you're an old guy with gray hair, fortunately I don't have a single gray hair on my head. If you're an old guy, you need to get over it, and you need to have a very nicely designed LinkedIn profile that explains how you create value, and you need to spend some time doing the research with the best tools available. It doesn't make sense to do anything different. Social selling, mostly above the funnel. Do your above the funnel work there. It only makes sense. So let me end the debate. Should you do social selling or should you cold call? The answer is yes. You should do both, and both of them together are better than each one alone. So that's the answer to the question. I'm Anthony Iannarino. You can find me at thesalesblog.com. When you go there, do sign up for the newsletter. My best work every Sunday in your inbox, so you can hit the ground running on Monday morning. While you're here, hit the subscribe button so you can be back here with me tomorrow, because this show is every day.